Hey, what's up everybody? Michael here, and well, today is when Mouse PI for Hire Physical Edition comes out for the PlayStation 5, and well, what I decided to do was just to go ahead and pick this title up and do another video similar to these other ones that I've been doing for like Pragmata, Resident Evil, and more, where we really just kind of take a look at the game disc, see what files are on it, and well, just see if the thing will run over on a jailbroken PlayStation 5. So let's go ahead and kick the tires a bit. Okay, so I am back over here on my PlayStation 5, and this one is my 12.40 machine, so I'm just going to jump over here, and there we can see we're on 12.40. Now I went ahead and ran patience to jailbreak, and I am jailbroken at the moment, mainly because after this has installed, we're going to go and look right over here in PS5 Explorer and view the contents of the disk. So first off, let me just go ahead and insert the disk as is on 12.40 machine, and let's see what happens. Okay, and so there it goes. It is starting to copy over here, and we can see that as far as the disk goes, it's only at 9.08 gigabytes. Since I am already jailbroken, pretty much any game would automatically copy over, even if maybe, for example, this disk was a 13.42 SDK, which we don't know at this moment. It would totally go ahead and install as it's doing right now. So once this finishes up, the key test will be if we could actually play the game. Okay, so it has finished copying, and right there we can see it says can't start the game or app, the data is corrupted, and that is because the required firmware for Mouse PI for Hire is definitely greater than 12.40. Now, one thing I do want to check since this has been installed is that if we come back over here to information, we can see that by default, this comes shipped with version 2.0. So anyways, if you're wondering which version ships straight off the disk, that is what it is. And this one looks like this would be completely playable offline, which is absolutely fantastic. And again, just another big win for physical game users. So let's go ahead and let's pop this into PS5 Explorer and take a look over there. So we're going to go into the root access here, and we're going to scroll down to mount and disk. And right here you can see that on April the 28th, 2026 is the timestamp of all of these folders on the disk. So we'll go to PS5, and then we'll go into the update folder, and there is a PS5 update.pup that's there that is on every single game disk. And then we'll go into the app folder, and then right in here we could take a look over here at the app.json. It's not going to really tell us anything because it's just going to be calling out that app0.pkg as well as the app_sc.pkg. But anyways, there it is regardless. And again, we can't open or look at those inside of this tool. So let's go back to BD, and right there is the param.json. And so right here we can see it states that the master data ID is PPSA 26578. And then if we scroll down into this, we can see that the minimum software required version is going to be 13.0. So there it is, and of course, as of the moment, the very latest jailbreak that we've got is only going up to 12.70. So yeah, there would not be a whole lot that we could do with this. Now at this point, it's always nice to be adding these into Prospero Patches, and it's actually very easy to do so. So if you go over here into the app folder, and then you go down and you will see there is an app_sc.pkg. You can just go ahead and press triangle in this example, and you're just going to want to copy that over to your USB drive. So here I'm going to go send to, and then I'm going to go USB 0. And I'll give this just a second here. And now that file has been copied to my USB drive, and we'll need to take that over to our PC in order to get this one added to Prospero Patches. Okay, so back over on your computer, what you're going to need is you're going to need a hex editor. And so the one that I always use is just this one right here. It's called HXD. It is completely free, and you can just go ahead and get that downloaded. Now, this is for Windows users. And now once you do that and get it installed, you can go ahead and launch it. And then you're going to need to come over here to File and then Open. And then just go ahead and open up the app_sc.pkg wherever you have it located. In my example, I just left it on my USB drive and just pointed HXD directly at that. And so you can tell pretty quickly if you have the right file, as you should see the title ID just right up here. And again, that matches what we had. And so now we're going to go to search, and then we're going to go to find, and we are going to search for this -version.xml and then select OK. And so once you do that, you are now going to have the URL that you need. So if we go ahead and we select that entire piece there, and now we select copy, we can go ahead and paste that in a web browser. Okay, so I just dropped that string in there. I'm going to go ahead and go to advanced and then proceed. And so right here, this contains the information that we're going to need, and that is the manifest URL. So if we go ahead and we select this entire manifest, I can come over here and go to copy, and we'll just go ahead and open that up in another window here. And this is what we need to submit over to Prospero Patches. So from here, we're going to go ahead and go to Prospero Patches. We're now going to select Add a Game, and we are going to submit by JSON URL. So I'm just going to go ahead and paste that in there. Again, it will end with the .json. And once you let this process, you will be able to come back, and now it will be indexed successfully. So right here is that release, and what we can see is that the game itself, as we understood, was on 2.0 by default, so it at least had all of these previous patches that say Steam users had. So if you do go just by the disk install itself, there is a few patches here. There's 3 of them that it looks like you would be missing out on, and these latest patches are obviously going to require 13.42. Anyways, I thought I would just share this information here on the channel with you. Hopefully you got something out of it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Talk to you on the next one. Michael.